Every Sunday to StatsEdge Pro members, we send over tons of ideas from our systems, entries, exits, stop losses, what system they came from, the whole 9 yards. On Monday, every Monday, so make sure you're following wherever you're seeing this, I give one of the ideas that have triggered that I like the look of to you guys. Again, we never know what's going to trigger. That's why there's so many ideas and some of them don't trigger. So first of all, if you want access to all of them, again, come over to StatsEdgeTrading.com. We've got free newsletter. We've got intro to trading courses and free trading plan courses, all for free right here. These get you on the email list because I usually give out one idea on this video, and then if there is something else that's triggered, I will put that in the email that I send this at. So, and again, you can get all these systems for one price: day trading, swing trading, investing, all there as well. What we're going to talk about today is PSKY, Paramount Skydance Corporation. I think this was part of a bunch of mergers for like Para. I think it used to be ticker PARA. I don't understand any of that. Thankfully, I don't have to. But the idea on this setup is pretty simple. This is our mean reversion setup. We swing trade three basic ideas. One is trend following. So you're buying things as they're breaking out. The other one is pullback trading. You have a big push higher, and then you're buying that pullback. Then the next one is mean reversion. And mean reversion is simply something is oversold in some metric, RSI, stochastic, whatever. We do all of our machine learning and fancy stuff around that, and we get ourselves entry prices. So a little bit bounce already here on PSKY. We were looking to get in at 15. I did get in at 15, just full disclosure, but that was the entry price. We're at 15.12. So as of recording this, a little bit different. The idea is, again, real simple. We never mean revert junk. We never mean revert things that are like at 52-week lows or that are selling off. They have to be above key moving averages. There has to be some strength in the long-term chart. But in the short run, things have pulled back a little bit too much. And we're not looking for this to get up to 20 bucks. We're not looking for a huge move on any of these. The benefit of mean reversion is that the win rate is pretty good. So the win rate on this system is roughly getting close to about 60% of the time. Now, you're not risking $1 to make $100 as things just scream higher or anything like that. What we're doing is we're looking for a little bit of a pullback, and we're looking to have a little bit of a bounce. We take our money, we move on to the next trade. These are more, you could call them income trades or something like that, but they're more trades that we're just trying to generate small amounts of profits over and over and over and over again. And then we allocate those profits to investing and to our day trading systems and things like that. I really like these kind of trades because they're your base hits. You're just trying to take a base hit. You're trying to take a couple bucks. It helps with the emotional side of things and all of that. And if we compare what's going on to the market, it kind of looks the same where the market sold off. If we just look at today's action, right? We sold off most of the day and now we're bouncing. And then PSKY was the same thing. So the beauty of it is if we go over last week's trade, which was NUAG, this was just a monster, right? From when I closed it, it was up over 50% from the entry. So 50% from the entry here, and held on a little bit, pushed a little bit off the open. I sold in the morning like our systems did. Now this trade is dead to me. This could go to $1 million or drop to zero. I was debating holding on a little bit, but I just said that's enough. I've gotten a great trade. What more do I want out of a trade like this? And then every now and then you get a banger like that. And I don't expect by any means this one to be one of those massive movers. However, with the win rate so high, it helps just to put wins in our pocket, especially on a day like today where, yes, the SPY is up, but the average stock, if you look at like the RSP and the IWM, is down. So a lot of our holdings might actually be down on the day. It's good to take these little base hits. So that's what we're looking for with PSKY, is just a base hit. Can this thing sell off, bounce a little bit? We have earnings well out of the way. That doesn't happen until Monday, the 10th, and we'll be exiting on Monday anyway. So sometimes what happens going into earnings is you have these kind of melt ups into earnings. So as earnings get closer and closer, these stocks kind of grind up into earnings. That's kind of what I'm hoping for on this, is not a huge shock one way or another. But if this can get into the 16s and then maybe even into the 17s, I'll be a happy camper. I'll just be taking what the market gave me there. I'll be moving on to the next one. So again, if you want more of this kind of content, if you want to have access to all of these, there's been a handful of trades that have triggered today. If you want access to those as well, make sure you're going over to StatsEdgeTrading.com, and I will talk to you guys next time.